All right, and we're live. We're going to start this out the same way as the Mystic Manifesting live streams. But today we're going to have the cigar over here. Doesn't sound like I need it because, according to Race Car Randall, who's also recovering from some sickness this week, I sound like a mix of Darth Vader and RFK. But hey, two cool guys. Love it. Um, this is the first live on this channel. So, kind of putting a little bit of effort, more effort into this than I usually do. Um, Sorry, I was reading the Discord message that came up there. Putting more effort than I usually do into this channel. I'm like 2 weeks behind on vlogs from the gym. It's bulking season, trying to put on as much mass as I can before second week of March. Then I want to start cutting down, find out when this competition I'm planning on doing is. I don't know if they're doing it again this year, but if they are, I'm trying to be part of that competition. It'll be the Six Pack Super Show in Los Angeles by Six Packs Gym with Savish Fashi. I just haven't reached out to him yet, and I reused the same coffee pod, so that's going to be some weak coffee, but that's fine. We're going to need it because we're doing extremely dark cigars. Had to try these today. El Rey de Mundo. They were white wrapped cigars, so I'm like, hey, I got to try this. I thought maybe they might just be white. It's so weird, I got to try it. Turns out they're a very dark roasted cigar, so go with that. I didn't get to smoke my cigar during the Mystic Manifesting Live, so I'm going to do it here. I'm switching up a little bit over there. If you're from that channel, you know it's like usually we just sit there, shoot the shit, talk manifesting and questions and stuff like that. Well, we're bringing those manifesting questions here. At the same time, this is about working out. Everything else, whatever, just like kind of more of the chill hangout spot. Posting a little bit of like when I do some gaming shit, when I'm posting my workouts, my edits, whatever, affirmation tapes and videos. And on top of that, what's the other thing I want to post on here? Oh, just motivational videos and stuff. And regular like manifesting videos I can do on the other channel. So kind of cross them together, but give this one some attention. Plus, I feel like maybe what's this? New managing moderator close. I don't care. So it's weird because now it's like a tutorial on this shit versus what I already know because I've been using it. But you never know. You could always learn something new. Every day you can learn something new. Got the fucking garbage in here. What's crazy is look at this. There's two sets of wrappers on there. They got the one here, one there. So this is a new type of cigar, and there's no fucking cutter here, is there? Damn. When you don't prepare for failure, you fail to prepare, or some shit like that. I guess today we're gonna go with the no. There's always a way. Race Car Randall, I know you're in the recovery bed, but thank you for this lighter. He gave me this nice free lighter that he got as a promotional thing, and it came to the rescue today, and I almost lit my hand on fire. So, yeah, we just had a great live stream over at Mystic Manifesting. It was about keeping the faith today. I was reading some old Neville Goddard stuff mixed with some Bible quotes, so that was pretty cool. And look, this is the OG cutter. First cutter I ever bought. Got it here. This desk is just so cluttered. There's so much shit going on. We got the Bible here, got Neville's book there, got stuff that I'm working on, scripts and things. Oh, that's another thing. I want to post like some cool, like cinematic stuff. Because that's my background, comes from comedy and stuff like that. Comedy, acting, and I want to get working on Flex Entertainment again. There's so many things that go on in life. It's easy to get preoccupied with one thing. Like Mystic Manifesting, we've got a lot of people, it's like they're obsessed with their specific person. I get it. I wanted that relationship more than anything in the world. But then once you get it, you sometimes forget, who was I before this? And that's what I'm waking up to. Who was I before this whole thing happened? Before I went on this journey? Do I regret the journey? No, but you got to live your life. Live your legacy, as the merch says. So I'm going to either become more like RFK throughout this, or the cigar will soothe it. But this is a harsh one. I already know it. We're waiting on two today. I don't know if it's probably going to happen during this live, but didn't really think this one through. But the meals are going to get delivered. Julius Caesar Meal Preps or Proteina Meals on Instagram if you want to check them out. I believe he could ship to other states now, but he's local to me. We did a live stream together on Mystic Manifesting, so that was pretty cool. That was over at the Cigar Lounge. So, I mean, I had good times with him. I'm going to close up the Bible because I don't want to burn that for some sacrilege and start my day out wrong. Start my fucking week out on a Monday wrong with that. But, as you know, the trademark skull fucking ashtray. But we can talk a little bit about working out and what do you call it? The progress of the bulk. So when I competed in the summertime, I was at a 190 pounds. I went from 225, 230 area down to 190. Didn't have the six pack. That was what upset me. So it's like right now, bulk back up, a little bit of belly, a little bit of chimichangas on the side, sucks ass, but whatever. That's where we're at. Like Mike Mentor said, throw 10, 15 pounds on, but don't hold it throughout your bulk and then continue on what you're doing. Now I'm kind of crossing Mike Mentor and Tom Platz and Rich Piano's stuff, like, go to failure, but also there is a degree that like less is more. So I'm actually taking rest days for the first time in my life. Usually I would just go 6-7 days a week. But I'm feeling stronger. I'm pushing through, training, having a good training partner that's consistent and you can work with. I've never had one as long as we made it 2 weeks before he got sick, but that's more than I never made it past a week, usually only a couple days. Most of the time, people just want to say they go to the gym, but they're not serious about it. Race car was pushing 300 pounds, got himself pulled back and down to 141 right now. And I just came up being sick. I'm sure he's under 140 or 240. 240 at this point. But our goal, like I'm pushing him to say, hey, let's go do a competition. Because when you have a goal in mind, it's easier to achieve. For me, it was like, what pushed me to train harder than I've ever trained in my life was like, you only have 7 weeks to get ready for a bodybuilding show, and you're just at a very mid physique right now. So push as hard as you can. You're probably not going to win, but you're going to be in the best shape you've been in. And that was the goal, and that's what I did. Now there's plenty of time. I went through a little bit of a mental reshuffle of the cards in the time, and then kind of let the weight come on. And it's like, okay, you know what? Use it to your advantage. Take everything. There's a positive to everything. Okay, shuffle that into, okay, you're in bulking season now. Slowly start trying to lift up the meals. If I've done it properly, no. It's just, but my strength has gone up. I feel the size has gone up. I should have used tape measures when we first started, but we can always pick that up now, see how far we get in the past month. In the final month of it. And then when I get to March, my plan is to be clean bulking at that point, minimizing the cheat meals. It's not Friday, Saturday, Sunday cheat meals. When I hang out with my girlfriend, it's kind of like, Friday night, let's have drinks and cheat on our diets. Saturday, let's cheat on our diets. And Sunday, we'll eat some garbage and stuff like that, whether it's at home or away. Like, if it's eating out, it's getting expensive. That's how the world is with some inflation stuff right now. I'm not breaking my own thing. But that's how it is, and that's the way the world is. No, it will add up eventually. Like they say, eating out is like the metaphorical financial version of Julius Caesar getting stabbed. Not Julius Caesar, the meal prep guy, but Julius Caesar, the historical figure. When he got killed by the Senate, they stabbed him like a bunch of times. I don't know what the exact amount was. Only one of those cuts, and it was the one by Brutus, I think, was deep enough to kill him. The rest of those cuts were all just small little nicks and scratches, but the amount of blood loss from all that was enough to kill him. Same thing with your wallet. Eating out, hey, it's only $5 for Dunkin' today. That $5 for Dunkin' on Monday is $25 by the end of the week. It's $100 by the end of the month just on your coffee. You get donuts with that, now you're over $100. You're probably closer to 150, 200. Eat out, take your girlfriend out to eat out. You get appetizers and a couple of drinks. Your meal's over $100. You got to throw a tip on there too. You can't just be a scumbag. You're at 100 to 150 per meal. You go to eat out Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You spend $400 that weekend. So I believe in abundant as fuck, right? And manifesting wealth into your life. And you play the slot machines, whatever you put out into the world, you get back. I mean, every good thing I've ever done in my life has always come back to me. Like Neville said in the book today, well, it will not come back void. Everything you put out, you will get back. So, I put out good, I received good. But when it's no longer conducive to my goals, there's no point for me to keep losing money on something that's actually making me worse in life. and eating out is making you worse in life. When I could go to fucking Walmart, still get expensive or whatever, around the corner to Walmart, pick up all the shit I need, make myself a little bit more attractive to the lady in the kitchen by shirtlessly cooking up some bacon and burning my nipples. That's just something that gets the ladies going. So a little life advice there. So that's kind of where I am with that goal, as far as it is slowly bulking up, working on what I want to do. I'm thinking it's probably going to be, was it June, then July? Yeah, July is the second before summer starts to get depressing and ending. That's probably when I'll be out in LA. Going to New York, that's a little life update. I'll be going to New York in 2-3 weeks. The weekend of February 22nd. If you're a Mystic Manifesting friend or family or whatever, like Mystic Manifesting family or part of Muscular Mystic family, hit me up. I'll be out there. I'm going out there with one of my close friends for his birthday. It's going to be a good time. Unfortunately, here's a fear that's fogging around in my head or just lingering there. Is all these planes going down. It's bothering me. Like, I've always been afraid of flying, but I'll do it. I'm like, especially if I'm flying somewhere with my girlfriend. I'm going to be the pussy and be like, oh, I'm afraid to get on the plane. I'm good. You good? All right, I'm just going to take a nap. Like, that's me on planes. But you never see anything about any crashing. And it's like, come on, that they're all towards the East Coast. I'm about to probably take a Friday off and just drive there. It was a Spirit round trip for $63. I'll eat the $63. I've lost more than that on slot machines in the night, and I will fucking drive to New York. So, like I said, whatever you say will come back to you. I got Julius Caesar messaging me now. So he'll send when the meals get close, we'll start wrapping this one up. I mean, it's the first one. I see there's one viewer here, so I appreciate you, whoever you are. If you're from Muscular Mystic or Mystic Manifesting, I appreciate you, brother, sister, whoever you are. Thanks for joining and for supporting this channel as well. I'm trying to do two things. I want to be a little bit trying to keep Mystic Manifesting a little more professional. Like, hey, we're just manifesting, but also keep my personality there. It's manifesting with an undertone of fitness and Nick. This channel is fitness and Nick with an undertone of manifesting because it's just how I live my life. So that's, what I'm working on. I'm going to be traveling there, planning a road trip too. If anybody, by the time you watch this video, or if you're someone viewing now, probably April, cross country. Don't know if I'm going east, west, or south. But whatever. I'm right in the center of the world, or the country, our world. So see where I'm going to go then. I'm probably going to go with my girlfriend just on a trip. Take 2 weeks. Haven't had 2 weeks off since I was in high school. So that'd be pretty cool. Be a little detrimental to the dieting and the workout process, but 1-2 bad weeks is not going to break you. And I'm going to bring the little push-up board that she bought me, some dumbbells and stuff. So maybe stop out on the side of the road. You'd fucking, hit some feeder workouts for the shoulders, the biceps, triceps, all that stuff. It'd be pretty cool out in the middle of the desert. Just fucking do a Breaking Bad, pull up on the side of the road and fucking do a film a workout video. That'd be badass. But a lot of cool cinematic ideas for videos. I love the gym I'm going to. If you're in Chicago, Lockout Fitness, great gym, old school vibe. You don't feel self-conscious pulling out your tripod and filming. You don't feel self-conscious taking off your shirt. Maybe you will a little. I did the first two because it's like you see some dude built and chiseled by the gods, but who are you to make me feel any less than who I am? I'm proud of who I am and the journey I've gone on. I think Savish said that best. The guy who hosted that show was, it's about the journey of your fitness, and I think that's truly what it is. It's becoming the best version of yourself. Obviously, especially for men, we have a will and a need and like an inherent need inside of us to dominate and want to do better than other men. But you could break yourself that way too, thinking that you'll never be happy because you'll always be competing with somebody. You'll always be chasing after someone and never just be happy in who you are. And now I'm not trying to be body positivity Lizzo over here like, oh, it's okay to be a fat slob. I'm just trying to say, remembering how far you've come and what you've pulled yourself through is very important. I kind of like the way this cigar smokes too. It's like pairs well with the fucking used coffee pod. It's pretty good because the used coffee pod is not as strong. So using that, it's pretty nice. Some other stuff got planned too as I'm looking back here at the fucking mess in the office. When I finish painting, I'm thinking either do like black paint for the rest of it, leave that wall green, add some decorations to it, kind of update more positive stuff. Like we got the where's it? It's fucking inverted. Don't overthink shit. And we got the world is yours, but they fucking broke. So maybe buy some new ones. But yeah, I figured it's just, it's a nice change of pace for me. It gets me more comfortable and like, okay, I'm gonna start doing the streaming stuff. One of the things I did for myself was, I always talk about doing stuff for yourself. It's like because a lot of times we get so preoccupied with I want to take care of my friends, my family, my girlfriend, whatever. You want to take care of everybody else except for yourself. Jordan Peterson had a great line on this before. Treat yourself as if you were someone you were in charge of taking care of. Because if you have a pet or a child or a girlfriend or your parents or whatever, somebody is like ill in your family, you're going to like, hey, they got to take this medicine to survive. You're not going to miss your alarm's going to be on your, okay, Nick, take your vitamins. I don't want to take vitamins. Go to the gym. I'm tired today. You don't take care of yourself because it's not as important. You feel you can forego. So one of the things I did for myself, I'm not a huge gamer, but I do like to play an occasional video game. I bought the Quest VR. I said, okay, if I sell $300 worth of discounted coaching, which I did, I was like, okay, I'm going to treat myself to this Quest. I'm like, it's pretty cheap for like what it was. I mean, I think PlayStation cost $400 or $500 back in the day when I bought the 4. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to buy this thing for one game. The one game I wanted was the Plastic Army Men game. Plastic Army Men was peak fucking childhood gaming, not just on the PS2, but in real life. Like me and my brother, we would make these videos like with the old school fucking camcorder of us filming the little plastic soldiers and the battles and stuff. He told me the other day I used to be really angry when I would do it. I don't remember that. Maybe I'm just a harsh director. I was the Tarantino of Plastic Armor Men films. Wait, the dialogue was not the same. We weren't, the Plastic Army Men weren't talking about feet and dropping the N-word every 5 minutes. That was I wasn't that Tarantino-esque. But yeah, I bought it for that. So I want to like record some clips of that. I don't know if I'm gonna post them here or over on Flex Entertainment. I'm not a tattoo guy. I don't have any. I have no desire to really get them. But I've been asked before, what if you were to get a tattoo, what would you get? And I said it would probably be Mystic Manifesting's logo, which if you're not familiar and you're just on this channel, it would be this because it was something that like I feel has helped a lot of people. I had the opportunity to talk a lot of people out of bad situations that they were in, to motivate them and to show them the power that's within themselves and that they could manifest and change their lives and just how great they've grown and how much better their life has gotten. That just unequivocal to anything in my life that I've done that makes me so proud. So if I would ever to get something, maybe that on my shoulder or the Flex Entertainment, because with my friends and my family that we did the videos together and the mountains of scripts and these drawers and everything over here and that closet filled with props, like that's something I had never gave up on. The thoughts are always there to return to it. And it's just like realizing you see some of these skits that people make and stuff, it's like, that's not even funny. So when I beat myself up and say, I'm not funny, it's like, no, that shit's legit not funny. You're just a different acquired taste of humor, a little bit more of the dark humor, like the dark cigar. It's an acquired taste. But I would get the Flex skull and shield as maybe something on my back as a testament that I never gave up on it. It means a lot to me because of like just the great memories. My first short film on there too. I was thinking to use this channel or Flex to like reflect on like the things that I had made in the past. I mean, I just put away the cameras the other day. I was cleaning up the office and it's like, you know what? Let's get these cameras rolling again. Like the cinematic cameras. Race Car Randall sold me the very first camera for the channel, which he bought the C100. And I believe, I forgot what reason he sold it, but I think it was just that I was going to get more use out of it than him. He retired from. He was running they shot commercials and music videos. Storehouse Productions. I don't even know if it's still in business, but he gave it to the business partners. He was running that at the time. And filming mainly a lot of rap videos and like concerts and stuff in Chicago, being promoted by this Chicago producer. I don't even know if the guy's still around, but Race Car was, you know, was he RJ Films back then? He was running that, and we had done this thing when he left the company. Like it's like because he was the lifeblood of it. It's like the death to the storehouse, and it was us with this other guy we used to hang out with. We did this whole like mob hit scene, and it was just like it was cool. Like when we did it, it's like when you look back, it's like man, it never went anywhere, but it's like it's a fun memory. So I said like before, like don't get discouraged by certain things. It's like just because it didn't work out exactly in your favor, it's a great memory to look back on. Certain relationships they didn't work out, things that could have been, like we all know, like especially as men, like that relationship that could have been and never was is way more painful than the one that was and failed. So it's like sometimes you go through those feelings and it's like, man, what could have been. Well, I ain't dead yet. My heart's still beating. It might be beating on 1,000 milligrams of caffeine a day, but as long as it's beating, there's still Flex Entertainment, there's still Mystic Manifesting, there's still Muscular Mystic. There's always going to be some kind of content. And when I go, the legacy that I lived will be a left legacy, and hopefully it will be a good one. And speaking about leaving a good living and leaving a good legacy, the ghosted woman, aka Inked and Beautiful, who she was when I met her, all the credit in the world to her, because I don't even know if I'd be around online if it wasn't for her. And I will always give you these props till the day they throw dirt on me as well. And maybe one day in my tribute videos, youngsters who haven't even gotten into any of this stuff yet find me. I'll make edits of me. You can look back on these videos and remember that Inked and Beautiful Erin, or the ghosted woman, or whatever name she wants to go by for it, was the one who gave me the motivation to continue on with Mystic Manifesting, which blew me up to who I am, which I will always give credit and love the Mystic Manifesting family and never give up on that channel, and always keep doing my lectures. Whether it's a lot or a little, I will be there and inspire many, in the end, millions of people, because I plan to do it for a long time. At one point, I was just like, I'm just going to do it for a while and pass it along. I always thought I'm like, there always must be a mystic. So maybe one day, like Batman, when when it's like with that old school Batman, where it's like there's a young Batman and Batman becomes old, he passes it along to him because the idea is what's important. Neville left us with his lectures and his books and his audios, and that's all that's left. And a bunch of people picked it up and ran with it. And no matter who you are, it's like whatever person you resonate with the most, it's like that person is going to be who, like, what do you call it? They're continuing his legacy. And when I'm gone, somebody can pick up mine. Or maybe when I get too old for it, maybe there'll be some youngster, or maybe Inked would take over for it. I always thought about it. I'm like, oh, one day I'll just gift her the channel when I'm up and running somewhere else. I gave a pep talk, but you did the work. Well, thank you. Yeah, but I wouldn't have even stayed. I mean, I will always give the credit to you, Mitzi, Topaz, wherever she is. Haven't heard from her a long time. Yup, haven't heard from her since the live stream at the cabin. I really hope she's doing well. And who was it? I think that was the four of you guys. But I thought there was a fifth person. Maybe I'm forgetting. But I remember those were the names that stuck out. Every live stream, you guys were there. Every video in the comments, you guys were there. Through the emails when I would disappear. Are you okay? Where are you at? Like, it was the reason I stayed around so long. And, sometimes when I see things don't work out perfectly for you guys, it bothers me because I feel close and drawn and connected to you guys. As a teacher, it is easier to teach 20 what to do than to be one of the 20, as Shakespeare said. It's easier to do that. But for me, it's hard because it's like I don't want to see any of my students fail. I don't want to see anybody who's learning from me fail because it feels like a failure on my part. And as Yoda says in that shitty new Star Wars, we are what they grow beyond, or some shit like that. I don't know. I didn't fully listen to it because Star Wars is only 6 episodes. We got a couple banger lines in the new ones that are good for video edits, but that's about it. I'm also happy, too, that there's going to be a wrestling show. If anybody is in Chicago or Illinois area, I'm going to get the exact location because we're going to go promote, and we're going to, like I said, we build each other up. Like, it's one of the things, if you join the Discord, like, it's all about building each other up, being there for each other, no negativity, all positivity. We're all sold in the same idea that anything and everything is possible to us. very close friend of mine, someone who was there for me in my darkest days, way before Mystic, way before I met Inked, way before I met Lily, way before anything. I was in a dark place. I don't know what name he's gonna go by. I know the name he's using for this wrestling match. But Mannix Cooper was the name they gave. Mannix Cooper gave birth to Flex Lassiter in the normalest way possible to say that fucking line. Mannix Cooper is a very close friend of mine who created the idea of Flex Lassiter, but no one ever finished the character. But my Instagram name is still Flex Lassiter. He's going to be finally competing. At the age of 25, 26, he went to school to become a professional wrestler. And I'm proud of him for that because that motivated me because at the age of 27, I said, I'm going to do my first bodybuilding competition. We're not too old. Age is just a number. You know how many people, and I'm looking at somebody who will say, I'm in my 40s, I'm old. That's not old. 40 and 50 and 60 are not what they were 20, 30 years ago. That's not the third quarter of life. 70, 80, 90 is the third quarter of life these days. Gosh, you're more like the Middle Ages now. Because how many fucking 30-year-olds are still living at home, 40-year-olds still living at home, chilling like, hey, I'm still like a big baby. That's a thing. I know some personally. Like, I was a fucking 25-year-old baby living at home still. Was it 25 when I lived 24? Before I moved out. And it was through a manifestation, too, that I wound up here, by the way. That's another good story. Maybe I'll tell that one on the channel. I told that another one. But, like I said, it's I'm very proud of him because he did it at an older age. He was reffing for many years, like maybe 2 years now. The past 2 years, he's been reffing, traveling. Like every spare moment he's got, the guy travels. He goes to different states, stays after, breaks down the ring. He's like the Rudy of wrestling. And I finally got a match. I'm proud of him. And I don't know if he wants me to say the name he'll be wrestling under or how much influence he wants from me, but we went to his last thing. Me and Race Car fucking made videos for him that he could use for promos, and maybe I'll even edit them for him. Like, he's a great guy. And in my darkest days when I thought that I was ready to check the fuck out of life, that man was there. So whether I didn't go out with him that day or hang out or do whatever or leave my house, he was on the phone with me. Man didn't hear from me for a few days, and I was just too depressed to answer the phone. He shows up at my front door, finds a way through the fucking condo doors and stuff, and was banging on my door. I wasn't home. I was actually out that day. But I appreciate him more than anything. So if we are in Illinois or Chicago or relatively near when the time comes, we'll all get together and we'll go and support him. Let's see. Are you doing another muscle competition this summer? Yes, Inked, I will be. If you hear me say Inked, that's the ghosted woman. Even though her real name is Erin, I will still call her by Ink because that's how I met her. And I like the name. She's a woman covered in ink and tattoos, and her name was Inked and Beautiful, a very beautiful woman too. So she is Inked and Beautiful to me always. But yes, I will be doing another competition. I'm planning to do the one in California again, if he runs it again. Otherwise, I did find some in Illinois. I found some in Texas, which I've always wanted to go to Texas. So if I'm taking my road trip, prep up my meals, find like a cooler or something, and just eat them cold on the road and do my workout videos, like I said, on the road, sides of the desert and in the mountains or whatever. Would be pretty cool. But I'll be wearing boots because I don't like snakes and shit. If we're in the mountains or the desert, they might be there, or scorpions or whatever. And Mama Delia's right over there, if you don't know. Actually, we never collabed under the Mama Delia name. But Mama Delia, good to see you. Inked is so pretty. Yeah, exactly. And I'm glad to see, like, I mean, that's the thing too. If you're new to this, we've got the Discord, and I see it popping off right now in the corner. That's what the bloop, bloop, bloop sound that might be going through is. Like, they became close over there, and it's like it's a good way to meet people, like just like-minded, ambitious people. I'm very proud of what we created there, this positive environment, and it motivates me to do more lectures, to keep my mind spot on. Like you have no choice. Like, I think becoming a teacher makes you a better student because you can't ever be negative. You have to be on all the time. It gets exhausting, but you can never be negative. Speaking of negativity, it is cloudy as hell and it's getting dark early, which is crazy because we're already February, so it's almost done. But then, like, yeah, maybe when I take the trip down to this road trip, we'll go visit Inked. And if I go straight south, we'll be able to pick up Mama Delia, visit her. And then I got two other friends, very close, they were there for me in those dark days as well in Florida. Always inviting me, play video games, and it's like the video game Conan Exiles. It got me through so many hard days, and Cole getting me onto Conan Exiles, and him in the group chat with Lyndon, both you guys, like, you mean the world to me. I don't always show it, I don't always write back in the group chats, but I appreciate those two guys a lot because, you know, the Vin Diesel classic cliche, oh, you know, I don't have friends, I have family. I do. And sometimes we become a little estranged from family, but we never forget how much we love or care about them. So I appreciate them. So yeah, I do plan on. Long story short, I do plan on doing another show, possibly 3, because I think the season kind of picks up towards the end of summer and in the fall. So it gives me more time. I could probably go longer if I want. I am really sore here. I feel like maybe I heard a pop the other day, which was similar to the pop of losing this pec. And let's see. It's still there. Muscle's still there. Feels like maybe something missing a little down here, but I don't see no purple, so could just be not enough. But I am sore, so today's going to be a leg day. Vlog that. This is like the part that's missing, as you could, some of you who are more muscle aficionados might see. But it's like, yeah, I picked up 2 25-pound dumbbells. I think I actually got it on film too. I just got this horrible knot in my trap. I picked them up, and for whatever reason, I'm like, I go to crack my back. I don't know what fucking retard move I was doing there, but pop! And I was like, oh, do my set, put them down, do a couple more sets all the way to failure, do some other things, and then I go to do the rope pulls. As I pull back, and I mean, it's not feeling weird now like it was, so I think I'm good. But when I did it, I felt like something like under the armpit, under the bicep, under the tricep, pulling like this, and I'm like, something is definitely strained, so let me just go flex, pose, and go forward. So I did. So that was a little fitness update. Today I've been eating like a fucking slob this weekend. It was my mom's birthday the other day, so we had tamales for breakfast, pizza for dinner, you know, a little Italian-Mexican combo there. And which coincidentally, that's how my weekends with my girlfriend are. Get it? Oh, Mexican-Italian combo. And eating it. Have a nice concha for dessert. Anyway. So, yeah, we went from my mom's birthday to eating concha. What the fuck is wrong with me? Long story short, yeah, that's why I ate like a slob this weekend. So back to the meals, and the meals are on their way today. And I got to go drop some off because she's eating healthy now, which makes me happy. You know, if my journey can inspire other people to do better in their fitness and their health and their mind, that's my goal. And, oh, I just felt like, ooh, a little something in there. Like I said, age don't fucking matter. I'm 27, and I might feel some little pains here and there, but it ain't gonna stop me. Not till they throw dirt on me. Oh, thank you, Ink. Yes, it was. Yesterday was her birthday. I will let her know. It's unfortunate she was sick on her birthday. Race Car Randall's sick this past week. My mom was sick this past week. My aunt, Race Car's wife. A lot of people getting sick, but you know my affirmation: I never get sick, so I'm good. And Mama Delia says the ropes. Yeah, I forgot about how good the ropes are. It's like, oh man, I'm gonna have to see if Lily will give me a massage because I'm fucking hurting. Like I can't reach back here, or maybe I'll just pay for one. Why did I do that? That doesn't mean what you think I mean when I say massage. And I appreciate you guys coming in too, keeping the chat alive. You know what I like, because I leave these up here. I just got to make sure this video stays, because sometimes I think it might automatically, unless you make the settings. It's been so long because Mystic videos just stay. Hopefully it stays, so it could be a rewatch thing. After I do the ropes, I just sit in my car. I sit there too long, my muscles get cold, and I can't get out of my car and get into my house. Yeah, I know that feeling too. Yeah, you sit in the car because it's like, oh, let me catch up with all these texts to clients and things like that. Look, I was going, oh man, that's how you know my hair's getting long. I kind of liking it though. I don't know. What are we feeling? Keep growing it? I feel like it's going good, especially when I wear the hat for a while. Got it good. Or do I go back to my fade? I'm growing the beard out too, trying to do some Marcus Aurelius. And when I look at it like this, there ain't no hairline issue, which has been my affirmation. She said, that's you after waking up. No. I'm liking it. I'm feeling it. I'm taking the hat off. Do a mullet. I mean, this is basically a mullet. Let me see which way I could turn. This way. Yeah, it's inverted, so it's weird. It grows long. It grows out here. If you ever played I'm going to say Ink is going to have a better chance of playing the game than Courtney because I don't think she plays video games. But Red Dead Redemption, Dutch Vanderlyn, that's kind of what it gets to when it gets long. Let me pull it up. If you don't know. This is my final form. Hold on. There's just a good picture. It's not there. Here you go. There's my final form. That little mullet in the back he's got there. That's how it grows. It grows out like that. But there's to be the final mystic manifesting form. Everyone's been asking you to buy it. Well, you should. It's such a great game. Race Car bought the game when it came out, just like me. Still never played or beat it. It is the greatest storyline of any game, possibly in movie realms too. But you get to influence the story, so it's just like real life and manifesting. Dude, Julian from... You know what, Courtney? How many people have said that to me that I am literally Julian from Trailer Park Boys? Like, I would go... I didn't realize, like, when I look back at these old pictures, I always wear a black shirt. I mean, I'm wearing a black shirt now. It's slimming. I like it. Like, I always wear black or blue. So, hence my channel color is always black and blue. What's it called? I used to go out and wear the black shirt. I always had rum and Coke, and I always have like a cigar. So I'll be outside, and I had my gut, but my arms and my chest are big, and it was before I tore my pec too. So I'm out there, and then people be like, Julian, and I'm like, and then like the little group of misfits I hung out with, I guess you could call it, like, wasn't the leader, but like the subgroup in the group was the leader of like two others, and it was just like kind of like one guy had big thick glasses, but the other one had more bubbles like traits. So it was pretty good. Ricky, I thought the best is like too because I remember breaking my dad's balls about it because the Jim Leahy, his name, like I'm Nick Leahy, he's Jim Leahy, and it was like, oh, of course, that's our name. And it's like, it's funny though. And then Randy, Race Car Randall, is like, my dad would talk for hours too all the time, so it's just like, oh, Randy, take your shirt off. Bubbles had the glasses, yeah, and I got the fucking Bubbles glasses right here. I stopped wearing these because people were breaking my balls, telling me I look like Jeffrey Dahmer, so I'm not gonna wear them no more. I thought I looked sophisticated. These were actually the same ones that my grandpa used to wear, so I got them as a tribute to him, but I don't wear them because that fucking documentary came out right when I bought them. I don't know how that just happened. Let's see if these meals are on the way yet. He told me he's gonna send them. No, nothing. So yeah, I think this is probably. I mean, I'm not done with the cigar yet. If you guys want to keep bullshitting, we could, but it's been a pretty good. I really like the way this is going. Life feels good right now. It's not always going to feel good. That's a spoiler alert. Sometimes it's going to feel bad, but changing the way you see things and changing the way you look at them is what's going to make the difference. When bad times come, what do I say? It's all working out in your favor. How does this work out in my favor? So I'm buckled up, prepared if it ever happens again, when it happens again. Not going to be dissuaded by it because somehow that negative event will work out in my favor. Do a meal prep now, hamburger on top of salad. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to start meal prepping my own stuff too, I think. I like Julian, and I'm still going to use them, but I'm going to put more meat. Not enough meat in his meals, boy. I did. He does have an option to pay for extra meat, but I feel like that's still not enough. Might be. Maybe I'm just overeating, but I'm a big man. I need to eat big to get big. I was going to say neither one of you are in Chicago. If you're in Chicago, we got Portillo's. Portillo's is like one of the only salads I will eat. I don't know why I'm doing that. That fucking it feels weird. It's still sore from the other day. That's a clip it. Chat, clip that. Yeah, I was introduced by that when Jordan Peterson and his daughter talked about the carnivore diet. I had never tried it more than a week, and it just gave me the shits, which I don't mind. you're eating bad, you're going to be getting the shits too. Might as well just get it from eating healthy. Oh, but I don't know. I feel like I should go longer because there's still more cigar left, but I don't know if I've pretty much covered everything. I've gone almost as long as Mystic Alive has. And I appreciate you guys for coming here and driving this conversation and stuff as well. I'm trying to put like life things and little stories in here and stuff like that, just so it's fun, but positive at the same time. Trying to find the voice of this channel. Don't know it yet. Just discovering a channel or character or anything in life. You got to feel it out a little before you know it and you become it. Now I get the Portillo's hot dog. Portillo's hot dog is good too. Do they have it down by you, Courtney, or you know it from when you lived up here? There's a funny joke to be made, but I will be more nice. She said, I like meat. Me too. In the normalest way possible. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you said you used to work in Chicago, so then Yeah, because as far as I know, it is a Chicago exclusive. My friend in Florida found a way. I believe that they send. I think it was Portillo's they were able to send down there. White Castle's already has like their frozen section. But I'm pretty sure like White Castle's might be a Chicago exclusive too. I'm not 100% on that. But I'll trade White Castle for In-N-Out every day. That's what I like about the West Coast. I mean, that was what I had right after the bodybuilding show. Yeah, White Castle's is great. So they have White Castle down by you too, then, Aaron. Yeah, I always wondered because I heard it was a Chicago like only thing. Whew. This cigar is a little rough, especially when I'm puffing quicker to like wrap up. You have crystals, which is the same thing. I'll have to try it when I come down there. Oh, White Castle's when you're drunk definitely hits different. It's like because you already know you're getting diarrhea from the drinking, so you don't even care. It's like just let it rip. McDonald's will hit me too like that, but not as bad. White Castle will make no matter what you eat at White Castle will make every fart smell like something crawled in your ass and died. It is best to do that on a day where you're not going out the next day. I thought about this thing too the other day. The onion mixes with the vodka. I thought about the other day. It's like growing up, my dad would always lecture us, and we used to call him the Incredible Monologue. Like he would just like instead of the Incredible Hulk, he would have the anger of the Hulk, but would just monologue and lecture and yell and just complain. And you start to learn and pick up bigger words, and you understand more. I think it makes you more intelligent in the end. But I wound up through that process. I was always shy growing up, but through that process, I've become very good at being able to talk to anyone about anything. If I go on a live stream like this and people keep stoking the fires, I would just be able to keep going. So something that seemed like a weakness and a depressing, horrible thing as a child turned out to be a very important, crucial thing to who I was to later become. Questioning and begging the question to say, is there a destiny or do we create it? Now, I don't know if I created it as a kid, but it's like maybe you saw one really bad lecture one day and like, hey, it's the Incredible Monologue, and then you expect it again, and then what happened again and again and again. And through that, you wound up learning and developing that. I mean, my father never spoke baby, talked to us or nothing, talked to us like grown men from the time we were toddlers. My mom was, on the other hand, completely different. Still to this day, she'll be like, Nicholas, oh, what do you do? And talk like a baby to us. So that's why I have like a perfect blend of like being very mature and intelligent, and then I have my retarded crazy side. Now I'm not saying my mom is retarded and crazy, but I'm saying she brings out that creative, fun, like weird side of me. And my father brings out that other side, and then you mesh in the middle and meet who I am. So everything that you are or you become, I guess it's like how you grew up. But you could either use it to your strength or to your disadvantage. I could become exactly like my father and just be angry and lecture everybody, or I could be a shut-in and be afraid of everything, or I could just be completely like goofy all the time. There's a perfect blend of who to become. Works well with wanting to do comedy and getting into comedy. Works well with becoming a writer or somebody who's very well read later on in life. So I'm thankful for every quote unquote negative thing that's ever happened in my life because it makes you a better version. Like learning to stand on your own 2 feet. Like when we find this thing with a specific person or that relationship you want, you kind of forget who you are because you get lost in it. But the new person that emerges that you're forced to bring out to manifest that relationship, that person that you bring out is so much better than the person that you went into that with. And remembering who you truly are, but also now gaining new little insights to stand on your own 2 feet. It's the beautiful part that comes out of it. Exactly. Yeah, you said it turned you into a funny smartass. Yeah, I learned to use comedy too for like every like negative circumstance. It was always a joke because I knew I was strong enough to handle it. But then it's like you see your little brother, and it's like I don't know if he's strong enough, so I'm going to make jokes about it. But it made him. He's 10 times funnier than me and my brother, and that's why I miss doing comedy with him. That's why I said I will never give up on flex. And if I were ever to do um, a tattoo, it would be a flex. And as this a tribute to that, like reminds me of my relationship with my brother and my brothers who are not actually blood related, but who were there for me to make these videos. Like that's what I love. Exactly, Courtney. Yeah, we've all become awesome just on the journey of awareness because becoming aware of your surroundings and developing ways to deal with them and to navigate them just makes you more awesome. I do love that. This coffee mug is going to shatter any day. There's a bunch of cracks in there. Not getting more of the RFK voice, I feel like now. Coffee and cigars are making it. But I think with that, we might just settle off, finish up this cigar, do a little meditation. Try to take every chance you can to meditate and be within yourself instead of playing on the phone and shit like that. But I already have that inclination that I'm going to grab the phone right after, and I don't want to. But go from there. RFK is ripped. Yeah, that's RFK is my goal at 70, whatever years old he is. He had my support. I was like, if he's at Muscle Beach working out, it's literally me. He's a muscular mystic. He definitely is. That's one of my goals. I'm gonna meet him one day. Hopefully, it's a day that I'm screaming at the bars like I was the other day to hold a conversation, and I show like this. She said, "Daddy, Daddy RFK." That's something I'm interested in, though. Not just RFK being daddy. We all know the facts there, but no, I'm interested in the fact of what's going to be released or when that is. Do you guys know when that is? When the JFK files come out? Because that's what I want to watch. I love. Maybe we could add that to this channel too. I love my conspiracy theories and stuff like that. And I should probably pick one and make a prediction before we go. Because part of me doesn't think it's the mob. Like that job seemed a little too big for them. See, I could see that, but that would be wild if they released that. With all the red, yeah. But Johnson, yeah, I could see Johnson doing it too. But like an inside job from the government, I feel more like not anything. I mean, I'm gonna get this channel fucking shadow banned day one with a live stream. Yeah, you can maybe Mama Delia, you could get Alex Jones to come collab with me on here over some cigars and some Jameson. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of retarded. I love the video I seen the other day. I don't know who it was, but somebody choked him out on live stream and he falls asleep and starts snoring. He goes, "What happened?" And he like puts his hands in his belly. He's like, did I pass out?" Like both. If you could arrange the real one, like I will be eternally indebted to you forever. We could have your version cosplay as him. Like, things today, the goal for today, maybe write some little short film. And talking about cosplay made me think about this other friend I had who went forward and he made a short film just like I did. But I like the way his short film turned out, and he made himself into the hero of it. Obviously, well, I don't know. I think he was maybe cast by somebody else, but it looked good. I like the way they did it. But here's where I talk about the ego and my personality. Kind of goes against a little bit of what I teach, but it's like I want to beat it. I want to do better. and it's been in my head for a while to do better and to make another short film. We're gonna have to do like a live stream collab then with him. That would be pretty good. Then maybe one of these days we'll do an actual Mama Delia collab too. Because wait, did we do Mama Delia or Z Consulting? I forgot already. I was gonna say Xena Consulting because I was thinking about how Nancy looks like Xena. Because that would be another good collab again. We haven't done we did it as Z. Okay, that's why I thought. I thought it was. You know, I have to look at Mama Delia page. I don't think because you post there regularly, right? If you do, I'm gonna have to go take a look and see. But I know that's more. That's what your card readings. Uh-oh. I just got a text message and it said I did pop into your live, and I thought it said I pooped into your live. I was like, what? Yeah, we could. Big business. Whew. MD is mystical. Z is psych. I'm combining them. Oh, okay, I like that. None. Why is everybody in on the same thing? Anyway, I kept saying that in the live too because I'm still new to the whole lecturing thing. I'm trying to figure out that whole lecture, but I think it went decent for what it is, what it was. Next week will be better. Fucking does the cigar like this. This is horrible. Take away my smoking rights. Anywho, we'll just we'll bring it to a wrap up here. We've gone 2 minutes longer than the other one, but thanks guys for coming in and driving the chat. Hopefully this was fun. You derived value. You got some laughs, learned some things. Every interaction we go into, we learn something. So I learned something here. You guys learned something here, hopefully, and I'll get my lazy ass into editing these vlogs that need to come out. Discord, if you guys want to join it. I know it's a different channel. It's all the same stuff, but feel free. And with that, we will. There's that message again about pooping. With that, we'll move into the 2025 season of Muscular Mystic and Mystic Manifesting. So, love you guys very much. Can't fuck this up. It's all working out in your favor. See you soon.